Yes, right here, Club Plush, 202 Walker Street, Clarksville, Tennessee. And we're filming for Up Close and Personal. I got the Boss Lady. It's all hood. We right here. This lady right here, I just want to give a shout out to her for coming all the way from Cocoa Beach, Florida, to really give a message to the small people out there that's trying, and to the artists out there, that support us and support the movement. I just want to ask you a few questions. How long have you been doing your thing and inspiring to really be an advocate for low-income housing, people that don't have a lot of provisions and that are trying to, make a name for themselves, and also you being a spokesperson to change things?
Yes.
How long have you been doing this?
Well, I started in 2000. When I arrived in Florida, actually, I was in the military, and when I got out, I became actually a homeless veteran. So that's where it all began. When I had a lot of hurts and pains, and I realized that people didn't respect veterans like I thought they would. And I had children at the time, so it made it even harder. And I also was a victim of domestic violence. So that means there were a lot of different issues that caused me to actually start movements on different issues. So I started working with children first, because that was my first love. As soon as I got out of the military, I started as a home daycare provider. And so it started from there, and then I received more children in the communities, and I started seeing them being neglected a lot. And so I started programs basically working with youth. Then I saw how some of the parents were neglecting them. Then there was a lot of abuse going on in the households, and so I started advocating on those things, and then trying to do better things. So I started taking additional classes and different things like that. Then I started on my degree in early childhood education. So that's where it started. And then once my children became older, and I actually enjoyed music, and they wanted to do music, so I started my major in multimedia, television, and film production.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's how it started.
All right. So, if you could, like, is there any people, anybody out there that you actually look up to actually inspire you to do what you do?
Oh my God. Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
who
The
are those?
main person that I definitely actually focus on, and I did a lot of research on, was Tyler Perry, for the
Yeah.
mere fact that when I became homeless, I gave up hope. I literally gave up hope, and I wanted to end my life. I just didn't feel that I could go on.
Yeah.
So I started doing a lot of research, and I listened to one of his television shows where he mentioned how Oprah Winfrey had actually inspired him to start writing letters about all his hurt and pain. And so I started doing the same thing. And he actually, to find out that he was a homeless man living in a car, and then to find out now he actually kept going on and kept going on, and ended up being one of the best playwrights and producers. And it was the same thing I started doing, and that's why I have so many stage plays that I'm writing right now. And one of them is called, the last one I started is I Almost Gave Up.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm here right now, to actually promote that and to cast for that, actually.
Okay. Are there any artists that you are promoting right now that that you want to send a special shout out to?
Yes.
I know coming all the way here was a struggle. I know you went through a lot. Because
Man, I
sometimes
hope I don't
people,
cry this time now.
yeah, I know a lot of people don't believe in. It's hard. It's very hard out here to.
Wait, I might cry. Hold on.
It's okay. It's all right. And this is real emotion, right here, because I share the same emotion because I've been through a lot, and I know she has went through a lot just to get here all the way to Clarksville, Tennessee, to come and see me and to just see people out here and see, people that came out here to support this.
Okay. Okay. My son is an artist.
Yeah.
Okay. I started even in this industry only because of him. He started at 9 years old.
Yeah.
He was abused by my husband, and
It's okay.
And so we the arts is the only thing I knew
Yeah.
to channel and to help children channel all the hurts and pains that they were going through in the community. So he's now 21 and he is one of the greatest artists. I love him so much, and I told him he is the only reason I started
Yeah.
music productions. The only reason. He is my only reason for actually putting all this together, going through all this hurt and pain, having to defend myself as who I am, the challenges I have to deal with every day, the hurt and the pain, the cursing out, the everything that people do, and I do it only because of my son, the one that I want to see succeed.
Yeah.
And because there's so many other youth out there that's trying to do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen children run away, try to commit suicide. Some have actually. I mean, if people really know why I started this movement, it's because of the children. I mean, really, children have actually, that I've known, are dead because they couldn't take it. They tried in this industry, and they had no hope. Their parents didn't back them up because they was neglecting or abusing them. And there was a lot of hurt and pain out in the communities. And so I started the It's All Hood movement for the mere fact that I want all these industry executives to actually take a look and give back to the communities when they're flossing and all this stuff, throwing money away. There's so many households filled with children that want any kind of little hope, just a little bit. And my son, so many people kept telling us, oh, we're going to help you, we're going to help you. All the way up to the age of 21, nobody helped us. Nobody. We've been struggling ever since. We've been homeless. People just turning their backs on us. We're wondering, well, why haven't you gotten this far? Why haven't you gotten because nobody wants to help.
Yeah. Nobody
wants to help. And just like I met a few artists here, I call them executives, but yourself and Deja, I hope I pronounced it right. Yeah. But when he was mentioning, people just don't want to change. People don't want to accept the fact. People don't want to help, and it's a sad thing that there's so many great artists and so many great things like what he did tonight. I had no way of getting here, but because of the two of you, you all brought this thing together for me, and it started a movement, and this is what this movement is all about, because if it wasn't for the two of you, I wouldn't even be here. The movement wouldn't even be happening right now here in Tennessee.
Yeah, and
it hurt me.
I just want to thank Deja for doing that, because we had talked earlier. He is a very hard-working artist. He's come to every event I've had, and there's really no support. Nobody wants to support each other. If we could uplift each other, so many things changes could happen within the music industry, and just anything that people are trying to succeed in doing. And my heart goes out. My heart goes out to those people. And I just really appreciate you coming. And I know that you have a big heart, just like I do, and Deja and everybody else in this room have a big heart. And I know that you want to see different. I know you want to see change within the communities. And another thing I wanted to ask you, like as far as your plays and stuff, what are the message you want to try to get across?
Okay, with the very first play that I had started was called A Silent Scream. The reason why I wrote that play is because a lot of people have a lot of silent screams. I wanted to end my life quite a few times because it seemed like no one was there for me. My children, other people in the community, and it was just so many people that just were having a lot of different issues that they was dealing with, and nobody was hearing them. No one was hearing what they were saying, and definitely not me. And here I was serving this country for 10 years, and I can't get anybody to hear what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And you know, it didn't make any sense to me. So I wrote a silent scream so people would try to hear. I couldn't get anybody to back that. So just recently, a few months ago, I just wanted to give up. And when I say give up, I wanted to give up on everything. My life, my goals, my career, my everything. But the only thing that kept me going, the only thing is my daughter that's 19, my son that's 21, that are making it happen and struggling. My daughter's in college, you know, and they see me as a positive role model, and they feel that what I'm doing right now is too heartbreaking for them. They can't even, they're afraid to watch it because they're tired of people hurting their mother. But I'm only doing it for them so they can have something to hold on to when I'm dead and gone.
Yeah.
Here I am. I'm 50 years old, and I'm out here still trying to pave a way, make something happen. So all I want is someone like Tyler Perry or someone that can really see that that people are still hurting, just like when he was hurting in New Orleans and left to go somewhere to get help, and someone listened to him. That's why I want the same thing. I want that same dream. I want to sit down to be able to talk to someone and say, this is my dream. There's people out there that's still being neglected, being abused, being molested, all these types of things. We need your help. Help us get these things done. If we can have a performing arts center in these different communities to actually help people channel their energies and their hurt. That's exactly what I want to do, you know? And these stage plays are one way that people can actually do, kids can do it. And believe it or not, there's a lot of adults, because that's what I do. I write it because that's where all my hurt is, so I get to write it, and then I get to leave that world when I write it, and I leave it just like artists do. They're writing about their pains, and that's what I try to tell people. Stop judging artists. You know, stop judging. That's their feelings. Just like when a painter paints, don't nobody say, well, you can't paint like that, do they? No. It looks like, sometimes I've seen some painting look like people cursing somebody out.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
Yeah.
They just throwing stuff all over the place, but as painting, nobody says anything. An artist writes their pains, and this is how they're feeling. But people judge that all the time. So that's where I think it's unfair at. And so, like I said, I'm just here to sort of bring some awareness to the communities, you know, and I just beg and pray that people can actually, you know, really start having a heart. And people like Deja and yourself, even DJ over here, I can't even remember his last name, and all these people, even our photographer and videographer, and that's what it's all about. If we can start pulling each other's weight, helping each other, like they say, I am my brother's keeper or I am my sister's keeper, we need to start doing those types of things and make the movement work. And it takes a lot of strength to make these things happen. It takes numbers, and it takes all of us working together, because one person, like I said, if it wasn't for you two coming together, I wouldn't be sitting here right now.
Well, I wanted to ask you, how can people get in contact with you, and if people want to send in donations, you know, maybe somebody out there that's, you know, once we post this up on YouTube and Facebook and other media outlets, you know, Charter, can get a hold of you to possibly be able to help us with this movement, finances, you know, sending in money. People donate to things like this all the time. And, you know, sometimes there's someone out there special that's going to be listening, you know, and I really do believe that somebody's going to hear us, you know, and I just want to, you know, get some information on how we can, you know, they can get a hold of you, your contact information, your website. Where can they go?
Okay, right now I have the It's All Hood site on Facebook, and you can also go to Loretta Morris White. Basically, it's All Hood, the movement. And what I would like for them to do also is to be able to contact you, because now through the show Up Close and Personal, I am definitely going to be supporting you, and we just got to do this thing together, because what the movement is all about is us keeping that connection. So you help me, I help you, and we're going to make this thing happen, because it's a movement where it's going completely around the world. And so I would like for you to be the contact for that. And really be a part of making that happen and spreading the word as well.
Okay. Well, we can, UCAPTV.com is one link. Clarksville After Dark is another link. And you can call me at 931-237-9268. Or you can hit me via email at undergroundbooking@live.com. And then you can give your website information as well.
Okay, my site is, again, It's All Hood, The Movement on Facebook, or Loretta Morris White on Facebook. Right now, that's all I have.
All right.
My number's changing too much. I'm sorry, I'm on tour.
That's what's up. You heard it first right here.